All right, church. We have a very special message here today, so I'm going to invite Nancy to come up, and she's going to share with us about Keystone Family Alliance and the great work that God is doing through them right here in our own neighborhoods. Thank you, Nancy, for joining us today.
Do you see me? Do you see me? Do you see me? Do you see me? Do you see me?
Seen. To be fully recognized, understood, and accepted for who you are at your core, including your emotions, needs, and identity. Essentially, feeling acknowledged and valued by another person, going beyond just visual perception. It signifies a deep sense of connection and belonging. We want orphans and vulnerable children to know that they are seen. We want social workers, foster and adoptive parents, and kinship families to know that they are seen, supported, and prayed for. El Roy. We serve a God who sees us. And when we know we have been seen by God, then we become a people who see. When you intentionally use your everyday life to bring about positive change in the lives of others, you begin to live a life that matters.
She was 17 years old. She did nothing wrong. She needed to be taken from her home today. I'll share more of her story later. Right now, I'd like to thank you for inviting me here. I'm excited for what's happening in Adams County. KeyFam's theme for this year is unseen. We want the unseen to be seen and to know that they are seen by God. Keystone Family Alliance aims to educate, motivate, and equip every Christian in the state of Pennsylvania on the needs of orphans and vulnerable children, both locally and globally. We help bridge the gap between the desperate need in the child welfare system and Pennsylvania churches. KeyFam began in 2008 in Center County. It was a group of pastors that got together each week and would pray for their county. They were brainstorming what could they do. And our executive director had just come back from a trip to Africa where he went to serve orphans. And he said, what could we do for our local orphans? And the church members agreed, the pastors agreed that they would get together, send representative, and see what could be done. That was in 2008. Center County Orphan Care took off. And it did really, really well. They became the #1 county in the state for fostering and adopting children. So in 2020, they began to think they needed to open it up to the rest of the counties, 66 counties in Pennsylvania. In February of 2021, they opened the organization to the rest of Pennsylvania. In September of 2024, I signed on with KeyFam as their Adams County coordinator. And by October, we were able to open with several, we were able to open as the 24th county that has opened. Currently in Pennsylvania, I'm happy to say that there are at least 30 counties open today, and we have at least 3 more that are in the process of being open. When I got involved with KeyFam, I knew the words foster care, but I really didn't understand what foster care was truly about. In a few short months, I learned about children who were treated as if they weren't there, as if they were unseen. I had learned about vulnerable children, 8 years and older, in sibling groups who are harder to place. Today, if you're not in a circle of friends who foster or adopt, you don't think about them. They are unseen. The other thing that I learned about is the caseworkers who are in the trenches daily. You know, a lot of times they get bad raps, but they see what's happening. They are faced with maybe stretching their own self from the hard stories and the hard places that they're seeing. And I'm certain that they often feel like they are unseen. I have a video I'd like to share with you now. It's a little bit long, but it really shows of what some of these children go through.
Sometimes someone hurts you so bad.
I don't think you understand me.
It stops hurting at all. Until something makes you feel again. And then it all comes back. Every word, every hurt, every moment. How could you ever understand where I come from? Even if you ask, even if you listen, you do not really hear or see or feel. You don't remember my story. You haven't walked my path. You haven't seen what I've seen. My past defines me. This is who I am. I am unseen, unheard, unwanted. That is what I am, if even I am anything. It seemed like the same thing that held me up forced me down. And the world turned upside down, and order disappeared. Nothing was how it was supposed to be. and a heavy sadness filled my soul. Deeper and deeper I fell within myself. And nothing could draw me out. Trapped in the misery of my life. Lost in the sorrow of my soul. Unable to see the light. Unable to see the dawn. To feel. To hope.
What are you doing picking my fruit?
To dream. And I found the darkest days of my life kept coming. The blackest nights for my soul never stopped. It seemed like it was always nighttime and nightmares, and never morning. And maybe you wonder why, but mostly you try not to think about it, and try to get by, and try to survive. And all the other stuff seems so much like nothing, compared to just wanting the most important things back again. Like wishing you could see your mama's smile again, and hear her sing that one favorite song that always calmed you down when things were all messed up. Or if you couldn't have her back, at least get to take care of your baby brother. 'Cause you know he needs you, and he's gonna be so scared all alone. And who's gonna hold his hand and whisper it'll be all right to him? And who will whisper it to me?
Hi, Zoe. It's so good to have you here. Are you ready to come in?
I know I am helpless, dependent, desperate. But what happens when those you need the most threaten your very existence? I've heard plenty of promises, and they all sound the same. But push hard enough, and sooner or later, they all prove to be empty. The sun comes up every morning, but do you know where? Each place, it's somewhere different. It's hard to find east when you keep moving around. But at least it comes. It always comes. I've come to depend on that. And slowly seasons changed around me. And it seemed this time that maybe the world would not be pulled out from under me again. Feet safe, roots starting to grow, little buds of hope forming, slowly attempting to trust this new life.
Hey, come on over. Let me show you what I got for you. Got you a gift.
I don't care about your dress. You gonna care about this dress? I don't think you understand me, do you? I don't think you understand me.
I wish someone would tell me it's gonna be
Every
okay.
time I come home, I swear to God, you touch me again, I will kill you.
Don't touch me! Don't care about it! That one day, maybe, I feel normal. That I won't always be alone. That I'll have a mommy who will hug me and be strong for me. Because maybe I can't do it all by myself.
Hi, yes. I'm calling to let you guys know that I have room for another placement. Thank you so much. Yes. The daughter. Okay, I think she'll be in the hall.
This, my past, my history, my story, is not my fault. It's not because of me. And doesn't have to be what defines my future. I am lovable. I am worthy of care. And that glimmer of light, it makes all the difference. The glimmers of light give me hope that someday my summer will come.
Currently in Pennsylvania, there are over 14,000 children in foster care. Sorry, it always gets me. Currently in Pennsylvania, there's over 14,000 children in foster care. There are over 2,000 children eligible for adoption today. And there are approximately 1,100 children who will age out before having a forever family this year. Out of those 1,100 children, data shows us 80% of the boys will be in jail within 2 years. 70% of the girls will be pregnant and single before their 21st birthday. And 50 to 60% of those children will be human trafficked. We are working to change those numbers. The best number I have gotten so far for open foster homes in Adams County is that we have approximately 12 homes for 14,000 children. It's not enough. Remember the story I started with? That 17-year-old girl? Well, several months ago, I got an email from a coworker in Erie, Pennsylvania. She said, Nancy, do you have any of your contacts that could take a 17-year-old Spanish-speaking girl? There's a child in care that has to be taken from their home today. It's a terrible situation. My heart broke. I couldn't find a home. That young girl had to be taken to Harrisburg, to a lockdown detention center, where she had to spend several days until a home could be found for her. There were no homes available in Adams County. We believe we can do more as a community. If we gather around a shared vision, everyone can do something. With us sharing resources, providing support for those who are called to be foster parents, we can create families where every child will be seen. Now, we know not every parent or every person is called to be a foster parent. But if someone is called, very often as they begin their journey, they start to feel as though they are in a desert. They feel alone. They become isolated, overwhelmed, because sometimes foster children just don't behave as other children behave due to the neglect, the trauma, and abuse that they have seen. They don't know how to act in a family who is trying to show them love and care and a stable home life. Foster parents can become emotionally drained and marriages stretched with the extra running, school activities, family visits, doctor visits, counseling, court sessions, and the unexpected chaos. 50% of foster families will quit before their first year. 90% will quit within 2 years without support. But it doesn't have to be this way. If we can support local families, 90% will continue beyond that 2-year mark, making for longer and stronger families. Have you ever seen an aspen grove? Those trees seem to thrive on each other. And that is the environment that KeyFam wants to help churches create for fostering, adopting, kinship, and even biological families who are struggling. But how do we do this? Through community awareness, education, KeyFam hopes to recruit new foster families with highlighting the need for vulnerable youth. KeyFam recruits 1 or 2 advocates from your church who would be willing to help set up care communities and oversee them for your church community. And what is a care community? A care community is made up of 4 to 8 individuals who will surround a family with prayer, encouragement, support to let them know they're not alone. And we also have Gateway, which is an online portal where caseworkers post tangible needs. Once the tangible need is posted, the email will go out to volunteers. And in your bulletin, you'll see a card. There's a QR code in there. If you just click on that, it'll only take you 1 minute to sign up for Gateway. Currently, we have 76 people signed up to volunteer, that when a need comes out from the caseworkers, that if you can meet that need, you click on the submit button, that you can meet that need. And if you can't meet that need, then you do nothing and there's no obligation. But we're seeing needs met for vulnerable families. And another thing that KeyFam does is training. Cindy King, our equipping director, offers TBR training, not only to churches, but also anyone who deals with children, that they will be better equipped to deal with children who have suffered trauma, abuse, and neglect. And this is so important, that we as a body of believers can understand the things some of our children cannot control. I have heard stories where churches have asked parents, please don't bring your children back until they can behave. And this is so very sad. I love the quote that Cindy shares from Jason Johnson of Christian Alliance for Orphans. And that quote says, church should be a safe place where people can do hard things, and a safe place for people who have experienced hard things. Also, Cindy offers parents free training, which can be found on our website at keyfam.org. The annual budget for Adams County is $40,000, and I am responsible to raise that support. So far this year, we've raised over $20,000, and that leaves us with a balance of almost $20,000. I would love to partner with you on this mission to bring awareness and help to families in Adams County as we reach out as a body of believers to show the love of Jesus to the vulnerable children and families. A lot of times, foster parents don't even go to church, but through care communities, they learn to know Jesus' love, and they see his hands and feet working right here. It takes time for churches and people to come on board with new missions, but we are seeing God move in a mighty way in Adams County. We've had 5 churches partner with us, several more who support us, and we are also having, we have 3 advocates, and we have 1 care community that has already formed, and we're looking to build a couple more in the very near future. I am trusting with God's help that our funds will be completely raised so that we continue the work here in Adams County. I'd like to share another video at this time.
In just one day, your life can change. I'm sound asleep. Suddenly, police are pounding on the front door. I hold tight to my big sister Maya while they pull me away from my screaming mom. Phone calls are made. Then I hear the saddest words ever. No one will take in a teenager, so they split us up. They take Maya to a group home, but I can't go with her. I'm all alone in my first foster home. The food is gross, I hate my new school, and I miss Maya. I've lost everything. No one understands me. I'm mad all the time, and I get in fights at school. So I moved to another foster home. Now I'm far away from Maya and my mom. I just want my family back, so I'm not alone. The second family can't handle my sadness, so I move again. I'm scared, ready to give up, feeling so alone. Will things ever get better? In just one day, your life can change. The Williams family says words I haven't heard before. Gabe, we won't give up on you. We're in this together. So I test them out. Even when I run away, they welcome me back. I think they really mean it. I really love their friends from church. They hang out and pray for us. Even praying my family will get back together. Mrs. Josie's mac and cheese is so good. It tastes like the food we have at home. Mr. David helps me with 4th grade math. And Mr. Joe is helping me with my pitching so I can make the baseball team. Our church team even got us beds so we could go home next week. I feel torn inside. I feel safe here, but ooh, I can't wait to be back home with Mom and Maya. But guess what? Our church friends are coming too to help us stay together.
So my question now to you is, what's your something? Could you sign up on Gateway, supply a tangible need? Could you be an advocate for your church or be part of a care community that will wrap around a family, letting them know they're not alone? Would you be willing to financially support our budget to allow us to continue to spread the awareness in Adams County? Would you be willing to open your heart to a vulnerable child or children and show them the love of Jesus? Could you sign up to receive our monthly prayer email and then pray for us? We truly are on a mission field here in Adams County. I want to thank you for allowing me to come today and share with you, and for giving